looking for in a partner is someone I can have fun with, I can collaborate with creatively, I can travel with, and I can grow with as a person. Yeah, short and sweet.
Hi, my name is Steve. I'm 23 years old, living in Illinois. And yeah, found out about DigiKiss through Adult Swim streams and stuff like that. Always enjoy watching it, and thought I'd give it a whirl. In terms of who I'm looking for in a partner or what I'm looking for in a partner is really somebody who's just down to earth, somebody who likes to have a good time but doesn't mind a night staying in, just hanging out, enjoying each other's company. That's ultimately what you want in something like this, is somebody you can connect with personally and just share a lot of intimate moments with. So that's really what I'm looking for, kind of broadly. And yeah, enjoy DigiKiss, and looking forward to giving it a whirl.
And what am I looking for in a partner or a relationship? I guess I'm looking for someone with the overall package. I don't know if that exists nowadays, but someone who's smart, funny, sexy, has a good sense of humor, who can dress up, go out on the night of town, dancing, nice fancy dinner, but on the same token, kick it with me on a Sunday afternoon, lying in her PJs, just bumming it out. Um, just looking for someone who's just really natural, comfortable in her own skin, someone who's really outgoing, enjoys sports, the outdoor activities, and who's a big foodie. I love to eat, try new things. Being from Chicago, being in the city, I'm a big foodie. I love going out, trying new places for bars, drinks, things like that. But overall person who's just, can, become my best friend.
Hi, my name's Tyler. I'm an 18-year-old pre-medical biology major. I like to stay very productive throughout my life, so I hope that I can find somebody who is as productive and wants to better themselves. They always want to learn, try new things, and experience the world as it comes to them. And I also want somebody who's just caring and compassionate, wants to listen to exactly what I have to say, but also has something of their own to say.
Ladies first.
I'm Emma, and that's my name.
My name is Swapnil, and that's my name.
Hi, Somnel. Nice to
So
meet
nice to meet you as well.
you.
So tell me, what do you do for fun? Any hobbies, interests?
Yeah, I like to make art. I'm an artist, so I like to draw and I like to write, and yeah, I love to just create new things. I love comedy.
Okay, it's pretty much big movie buff. I like going out, watching movies, hanging out. I'm a big foodie. Love trying new food. Big pizza guy. So I pretty much have tried, I think, 70 to 80% of all pizza joints in Chicago. So yeah.
What is a
Cool.
weird thing about your body?
A weird thing about my body. Um, yeah, I guess I have dark hair, so like everything just looks darker on me. Um, like you see in the movies, like all these blonde ladies with like not a lot of hair, and I just have like dark hair, so like everything, I don't know, just looks darker, I guess. It's kind of embarrassing, but yeah.
No, that's okay. Um, I guess for me it would be certain clothes are, I guess, more flattering than others. I don't know. Like there'll be days where I'll I'll get dressed. I'm like, wow, I look really slim. And then there'll be other days I'm like, wow, like I look super fat. So I don't know. I guess like clothes have a very defining intrigue when it comes to the way I dress. So I don't know. I guess it's kind of weird how my body kind of fits into certain clothes and doesn't others. So
Yeah, clothes can be weird like that.
do you like to go out a lot in the town, like dress up and stuff, or not really? Like, what's your vibe when you go out?
Yeah, I like to dress up, but not like too much. Like, I like to keep it a little grungy, but like also that I've tried a little bit, so I'll put on some lipstick.
Okay.
But I usually don't wear makeup. I'm pretty low key when it comes to that.
You a dive bar kind of girl?
Yeah, I like dive bars. I like dance music. I love to dance. So anything with a good DJ, I am there. Or
I
I'd
got
like
you.
to.
Okay.
What
Sweet.
about you?
What are some deal breakers and deal makers?
Do you want to go first?
You can go first on this
Okay.
one.
To be honest, I don't really have that many deal breakers, but I guess one thing would be is that I don't really like people that are not totally honest about who they are, in just terms of, just in terms of, I guess, just being natural and just like honest about who they are, like what they like doing and things like that. I don't like people who are fake, I guess. Like, I really like an individual's personality kind of shine through. And then I think a deal maker would be, I don't know, there's a couple of things. Like, I guess for me, like, there's got to be physical chemistry, as well as like the girl has to be able to keep my attention more than 15, 20 minutes intellectually. Like, I'll be able to be stimulated intellectually with her, be able to hold a good conversation. So I think those would be like the two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like intellectual stimulation, and then also not fake.
Okay, cool. Okay,
Yeah.
that works.
For me, I guess a deal breaker would be like doing hardcore drugs.
Okay.
And,
That would be one for me too, for sure.
yeah. Also lying, like not really into that. Just like be real with me. That's great. And then also deal maker. I don't know if you like to eat good food. And
To fix.
Me or you?
I'll go first on this
Okay.
one. I feel like a flaw I'm trying to fix is listening more to my body, and listening to my intuition. Like, I feel like sometimes I don't do that and I get into trouble and I don't feel good after. And I feel like there's like, when you're about to do something and there's a voice in your head and it's like, pick that one. And you're like, no, I'm fine. And then you don't pick it.
Okay.
You completely regret it. So I'm just trying to listen to that voice in me that's like telling me what I need to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think a flaw I'm trying to fix, I know with this, I don't know if you're aware, but this whole Kobe Bryant thing that just happened,
Mm-hmm.
and this whole outpour of like love that's been happening on social media and whatnot. So I think for me, it's not more of a flaw, but I think for me, sometimes I could be kind of reserved in terms of my emotion, and I don't wear my emotions on the sleeve sometimes. And that's sometimes been hard for me to kind of be very open or vulnerable at times. But I'm making concerned effort, I think, because tomorrow isn't guaranteed. There's no promise. So with the friends, the people I love, people I care about, to make more of a concerned effort to be like, hey, let's go out, let's grab a drink. It's like more hugs, less handshakes. That's kind of been my mantra. So I've been trying to work on that, I think, more and more, like ever since this happened, and 2020 is going to be like that mode for me.
2020, man, is just like changing everyone.
Absolutely. It's a new decade. Big things are happening. The world is changing around us. So absolutely. I want to make it a point to anybody I meet, hang out with. I just want to let them know that, I really appreciate their time, like I am right now. Like, I really appreciate you, meeting you. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that 100%. Like, with Kobe, that was such a shock, I feel like, to everyone. And I feel like it's difficult sometimes to show our emotions in public.
Mhm.
Ooh. um, I have this like compulsion to pay for myself on a first date.
Okay.
I don't know
Um,
why. I just do. I'm like, no, I'll pay for myself. Thank you.
so
Unless it's like a rare occasion, I'll let the other person pay for me.
okay. So what would, I guess, entice you to let the other person pay for you? Like if it's going really well, then you would, or regardless, like first date, you got to just hold your own.
If it's not going well, I'll let them pay for me.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. I guess for me, to be honest, like I don't really have an issue paying for the girl. But again, it's the whole like I don't want to offend you if I'm gonna pay for you and you're being like, well, I'm my own woman, I pay my own bills, like et cetera, et cetera. So I've ran into situations like that. So I normally go with, hey, like, do you mind if I get it? If not, like, it's cool, you know, like, so I just kind of like throwing it out there that, hey, I don't mind, but if you're gonna do you, that's totally cool too. So I feel like it becomes a point of hindrance sometimes when people are like, nah, I got it. It's like it's not a big deal. So
Yeah, that becomes its own thing.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you most dates have you've gone on normally? When do you let the guys let pay for you?
Chad
Then
asks, what's a complaint your ex had about you?
I can go first. I think my issue at times was that I overthought things a lot too. That I guess I could be a bit more impulsive. Like sometimes I want to be more spontaneous and just like do things on the fly. But a lot of times I do err on the side of caution and then overthink things. And then it's kind of like the moment is kind of gone at that time. So I guess I could do with being more spontaneous. My personality is like very outgoing, but like when it comes to doing certain things, I'm kind of like, all right, let's like weigh all our options. Should we go ahead and do this? Like take a trip, like, all right, like, can we get off from work? Like, do we have time? Blah, blah, blah. But it's like sometimes you just have to live life and kind of go for it. So
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like my ex probably would have been like, hey, why didn't you tell me that that's what you were thinking? Or,
Mhm.
hey, why don't you show me what you're working on? Or like you could have told me that you were feeling that way.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess like revealing myself more.
Okay. Being like more transparent.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have issues opening up?
At first, yes. But
Compliment each other in multiple ways.
Do you want to go first or do you want to go first?
Yeah, you go first. I'm gonna plug in my phone.
So I think you have really, really, really nice eyes. You have I think the first thing I noticed about you is you have a really, very vivacious smile. And I don't know, like you just have a very like, I like your personality. Like you're very laid back, very chill, from what I gather at this point. So those are like the first like 2 to 3 things that like popped in my head.
Oh, thank you. That's really nice of you. I'm actually psycho. Just kidding.
No.
Okay, for you, I would definitely say I love your energy. You're very like enthusiastic, and you just seem like you're a nice person and like you're kind and compassionate.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and then also just like you're really, this is gonna sound weird, but you're really well groomed. Like I like your whole aesthetic and like what you're doing with your hair.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It took me a good 5 minutes today, so thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm sure there's a lot more if I like got to know you more. But,
Yeah, I'd have to see like all of you instead of just like town. So if I were to get to see all of you, I'm sure like, you know, yeah.
Yeah, I have legs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Describe a spicy fantasy you have.
You got to go first this time.
Okay. I guess teacher student, that's like the typical fantasy I have.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the
Uh,
whole uniform and everything.
Do you have a uniform?
No. Gotta
Okay.
get one.
I guess mine would be I have like a masseuse fantasy with like two girls like lathering me down, and then like eventually we'd get it on. So
That's hot.
yeah, like initially like the girl would kind of like one would kind of like get you relaxed, and then like another one walks in and they start going at it, and then like turns into like a threesome type massage slash yeah. So
Yeah, massage is pretty sexy. It's very erotic. for
you can't
sure.
go wrong with massages and oil and some candlelight and yeah, and that turns into like its own thing
Mm-hmm. That's an event.
for sure. You gotta like amp up for that.
Yeah. Um,
So when's the last time you've dressed up in something kinky?
oh, I don't know, like Halloween. That's like when I usually dress up kind of kinky.
Okay.
But
What were you
never
last
in
Halloween?
that room. I've never done that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you last Halloween?
Last Halloween, yeah, I think I just wore like black silk pajamas, and then I like did dark eyeliner, and I called it something. I don't even remember.
Okay.
But another Halloween, I think I was a schoolgirl. So, yeah,
Okay.
live it out on Halloween, I guess. But
I was this obnoxious 36 triple D maid with a massive butt. And so when I went out this year, it was like every girl that I met was motorboating my 36 triple D boobies. It was interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's a way to get people to make out with you.
Yeah, no, so my tagline was, if you get to do it to me, I get to do it to you. So I got to motorboat a lot of girls. It was fun. It's good times.
Yeah. Gotta repay the respects.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, it's like, got to give and take, So
Mhm.
for sure.
Give and take. Yep. It's like I want to ask you a question, but I feel like I'm gonna get interrupted.
No, go for it. If you do, it's fine. Just go for it.
Yeah. So what's your favorite topping?
How do you feel about therapy?
How do I feel about therapy? Was that it?
Yeah. How do you feel about therapy?
Good.
I feel like it's hard to find if you can't afford it, and then if you can afford it, it's hard to find someone that you jibe with. But then once you do, it's good, and it's like probably necessary for everyone. Maybe I don't know, because I'm not in therapy right now, but I've had therapy, and I feel like it's awesome. I really enjoy talking about my problems
Mhm.
and trying to solve them.
So personally, me, I've never been to a therapist, but I know of a lot of people around me that have gone to therapists with varying degrees of success. But I feel like if you're a person, if you don't have anyone to lean on, and you, and now it's two things, right? Like if you have issues, that's one thing. But if you're just looking to someone to talk to as well, right? Emotional codependency, whatever it may be. But I think at the right fit for everyone, there is no right fit. Some people go to like 2-3 therapists before it kind of works out for them. So I really think like if you definitely need the help, definitely go and do it. But I feel like some people also abuse that too. Like, oh, I need to go to a therapist. Or sometimes they just need to open up to somebody. And I feel like some people do that who have maybe the financial ability to do it, and some people just don't. So I feel like I could be wrong, whatever it may be, but I feel like if it's something you really need, for sure, absolutely go ahead and do that. And then, go ahead and get whatever needs to be fixed or corrected or whatever it may be to help you feel yourself. So.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. I think it's important to be in touch with your emotions, and if someone else can help you,
Yeah, because some of that stuff gets deep and heavy. So like, I don't know, to like varying degrees people are go to a therapist. You know what I mean? Like, could be like, I don't know, mommy daddy issues, or like sexual issues, or emotional, issues, whatever it may be. I don't know, but I guess just depending on the degree of it. So it's yeah.
Yeah, totally. Do you find yourself opening up to friends and family?
Yeah, like I have a pretty tight group of like friends and family. Like I'm like a massive family and like a big friend circle. So a lot of times if I need to like talk about something, I go to like my couple friends that we've known each other for like a long time, and then we just kind of like hash out our issues, or I get their opinion on something, whether it's career, dating, whatever it may be, and then we kind of just talk about it. But I guess I haven't had the need to go to a therapist yet.
All right.
Third wheels.
Third wheels.
Hey there, how are you?
Hey, is just being a dud.
Oh, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
How are you?
It's like,
You don't like schoolgirl fantasy?
it just sounds a little bit boring.
What's your fantasy?
Yeah,
Godzilla costumes and somebody dressed up as in a giant
So
like,
weird furry.
building or something.
Okay.
Would that
Great.
count as a furry?
I mean, I guess it's scalies.
I wonder if there's a subset for amphibians, lizards.
Here's how I know
this
these
kind of
two
reminds
aren't
me
meant
of the
for
date
each other.
last week.
They both have
That one was a little bit better.
problems
yeah.
with word pronunciation.
They seem
Yeah, like
a
the
little
one
more
last week
compatible
was
last
pretty
week.
vanilla, and it's still better than this.
So, Alexa called him a liar when
He is a liar. He's
when
definitely
he
a liar.
said he only takes 5 minutes to groom
was
himself.
just
What do y'all
That is,
think?
yeah. I called it,
Not
and I
a
saw
chat.
someone in chat say, "Who were you kidding?" And
you
I was
think
just
it's
like,
longer?
no, definitely because he's well groomed.
Wait, he's longer or shorter?
I think
She was
I
like-
think he took
she was-
longer.
Oh.
She was like, "Oh yeah, you look really well groomed," and he's like, "Ha, oh this? It was like 5 minutes." We were like, "My man, no way."
I think it was
You
a
clearly-
joke. It was a joke for himself.
Yeah,
High fived
yeah.
himself.
He clearly likes himself a lot. Like that's pretty obvious.
Well, I think that's a big judgment.
No,
Yeah.
because he did talk a lot too.
Well,
He is
all-
talking a lot.
most men talk a lot.
It's
Jay was
true.
When
Jay
she-
was talking
oh.
about doing like a dream stats project on ZGKiss because he cuts all of our stuff for linear, and he's like most of the stuff that I'm cutting is just like it's just guys talking the entire time, and a girl
just lecturing-
patiently
he's kinda
waiting
lecturing
for
her.
them to stop.
It's
And I was,
When she
like,
said she was
watching-
crazy, I'm pretty sure she was not kidding.
No, she was joking.
Yeah, come
Most
on.
of the time when you
Come
say just kidding after something, they're not kidding.
All right, well, we
When
gotta
I
get
say
back to
just
this pretty
kidding, I
soon.
mean I'm just kidding, except when I'm not.
Do you guys have a
By the way-
just
question
kidding.
for these
kidding,
two?
I was
guys.
just kidding about the Godzilla
Just
thing. but-
kidding. All right, let's get back to the date. Just kidding. Not just kidding. No, we're going back. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With sriracha sauce on it.
All right. Yeah, mac and cheese. Do you like mac and cheese?
Yeah, for sure. It's like growing up, that's all I ate.
Oh, Kraft mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm. But it's like now I can't really eat that because if I eat that, then I'm like 50 pounds heavier the next day. So like, gotta watch what I eat.
Numbers, nudes, or neither.
Like numbers.
Numbers and nudes.